What's up? What's up? It's your boy 3CP, and I know I tried to do the story time yesterday, but I ended up forgetting that the background stuff was in it. So, but it made me think I have some even better story time, some better stories that I'm gonna tell y'all now. So I got a lot of when I was back like as a kid, teenager days, a lot of crazy things happened. You know, so this story is gonna be the story of how I was kind of like kidnapped, kinda, in a way. You'll understand it in a minute. You'll understand it when I tell you the story. So what happened was I would go to my cousin's house, right? I go to my cousin's house, and we would I usually we go to my cousin's house. That's where we usually go because my cousin had all the stuff he had. Well, my cousin they was brothers, so it was kind of the setup with me. It's four of us. We pretty much we hang out together. If you seen four of us, we was probably together. Most of because Richard, Gerald, Julian, and me. So Gerald, Julian, are brothers. So they stay together. They the ones had they had all the systems when the Nintendo 64 came out. They had it. Xbox, whatever. I mean, what Dreamcast came out. They had it. All the systems before Xbox and PlayStation and three. Because we know all y'all had them, but all those systems, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, from Nintendo all the way up until every Sega system, every Nintendo, they had it right. So we usually would go over his house, and we would go over there and just play the game, do whatever they had things to do outside. Just having fun, right? So this one particular time, my cousin Richard, that's the other cousin, that's the one he was over there already. And they called me like, "Hey, come over. We got this. I think it was finna go watch some wrestling or somewhere he's finna do. It was something that I so well. Okay, so usually I have to get the car. I would have to ask my mom. Okay, can I drive the car over there to cut? Okay, she really didn't like me driving it. I was I had my license at this time, and I was, you know, I think I was like 18, 17. Like I I had to ask her, but like I'm gonna drive the car. I'm gonna drive the car over here, okay? You know, so she didn't really have a problem with it most of the time. But we didn't have. I think we had that one car and another car that was driving. So but it wasn't that probably. As long as I was back in a certain time, she was cool. So this is like 11 o'clock. About 10 or 11, I'm getting ready to leave. So I'm like, okay, I got the keys. I'm getting ready to go. Go to my cousin's house. We finna just do what we do. We had a little good time, just over my cousin house. So, like I said, I think it was Richard was over there. Richard and Julian was there. For some reason, Gerald wasn't there. Or he was there, or he was gone. But I know they was out. We was going over there, right? So I get the car, and I'm pulling out to the. I'm literally pulling out to my driveway. He turned crossing the street to go get some gas because of the gas station like across the street. But across there's like a kind of like a highway from where my neighborhood is across to the other neighborhood. It's like a highway that we used to walk across because my grandma stayed on the other side. But it's like a walking distance, but it's a highway. So I'm crossing that highway, and right on the corner, there's this lady, this black lady. She's flagging me down. She's like, "Hey, hey, hey!" And I don't know why, but I stop. I stop, and let me see what I remember. She's like, well, she needed a ride to do something. I said, can you, hey, she kind of talked to me like she knew me, but I guess, that's the scheme with these people to do. But I didn't know who this lady was. And so I'm like, she like, I need to run me to the store right quick and to get some beer. And I'm not thinking that I really don't want to, but she like, I give you some money. I think she like, I give you some money. And I'm thinking she talking about this to the store because that's where I'm going to the gas station. or liquor, but she does like a beer liquor store like a little bit further down. But I was like, well, she can give some money, okay. So I don't know how, because I'm not this type of person to just do stuff like that, but I ended up letting her come and ride with me. So I mean, she said, okay, I'm thinking we're going up the street, like a little bit up the street to this store. She's like, I'm gonna tell you where to go. So we started driving. She started telling me, la la la, who you from? I think my daddy ended up knowing who she was after I told her after everything went down. I think my dad knew who she was, and but she was in the neighborhood. She knew my people and stuff. I knew this or something like that. But I didn't really know this lady or something. Like I really didn't know her, right? So we're driving to the station. I'm thinking the gas station. I'm thinking that she's gonna want to stop at. Okay, it's like 5 minutes up the road, right? So we get there. I'm thinking I'm getting ready to turn in there. And no, keep going. Like, oh shit. So we driving, and we're just driving. I mean, it's past the liquor stores where I know there's at, and she makes this turn like we're going to some like down outskirts of the city, outskirts. So we driving down to the country for it now. And now, mind you, this is I'm like, man, I'm supposed to be going to my cousin's house, and this lady's got me all in the who knows where. I mean, I knew where I was at, but I knew that it was like way further than where I was supposed to be at, right? So, wow, hold on, look, yeah, yeah, yeah. What she need to do? Okay, all right. All right, y'all. I just rudely interrupted there. But like I said, we driving. We're driving, and like and where I'm trying to go is way further than where it's out of the way. I'm going back, like backwards to where I'm not nowhere near my cousin's house. And so we're driving in like we're almost in this. It's like we're about 10, 15 minutes away from the city limits now. And so I'm like, damn, where the hell are we going? And so it really I can clog my memory, but okay. So first we stop at a place. It's like a store. It looked like a store, but it was like a lady. It was a house, but it was kind of like a store that she built inside it. I don't know what it was, something like that, right? I'm thinking, okay, she gonna we get over it, whatever the hell she's finna get here, and then I'm gonna give it take it back. I mean, damn, we went about 15 minutes out the way, but what the hell? I'm gonna get some money so I can, it's about 11:30 now, maybe 12 o'clock. I still got time to go to my cousin's house, and I'm good. So she comes out. I think she has like a case of beer, like a case of beer, and no, 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 she didn't have the case. She bought like some something to smoke or something. She bought something. She went in and talked to her, did whatever she do. I'm sitting in the car, like where the hell am I at? I'm just sitting here. Like, I don't really know this. I don't know this lady, right? And I'm just sitting there in the car, and I get out, and I get out. I remember seeing a lot of cats at this first place. I remember seeing cats for some reason. This lady had a lot of cats. I remember that. So I'm looking at these cats and dogs like, man, this lady got a lot of animals in her yard and stuff. So we're here. I don't think I got out. I think I sat in the car for a little bit most of the time. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, I did sit in the car. I didn't get out, but I remember the animals. So I'm sitting there, and she's like, she's finally getting ready to leave to this place. I don't know what the hell what she doing was talk. She was kind of just chit chatting with the lady, talking. Now I'm pretty much her taxi driver. Like we did. I'm thinking, where the hell is this? Where this store she's supposed to be going to get some beer and whatever she's supposed to be getting. And so she's talking to this lady, and I'm sitting here waiting. She finally gets in the car. I was like, okay, damn, we finna leave, and now I'm gonna get you out of my car so I can go. And remember, this lady was like, she looked like kind of like she was probably on some stuff, crackhead type lady, dark. Like this, I'm just telling you how she looked. She looked like she didn't look like nothing attractive. Like I'm saying, nothing attractive. Like I'll be no. So I'm we get in the car. I'm thinking, okay, well, she's gonna let me leave now. Take her back to where she. She said, okay, they need to go here. So we in the same little country area, and I drive about 5 more minutes down this road to this other spot. And this is the spot where I think this is where she bought the beer at. It looked like a beer store, but it didn't look like a store. Like I said, it looked like something made. But people was like it was selling stuff. I think this is when you couldn't really buy beer around the city. At this time, she had to go to the outskirts, but it was kind of legal because it was in the outskirts. But it was like bootleg or whatever. So I go here. I stop here. She sits there about 5, 10 minutes, and the dude she comes back, opens the trunk and puts in a case of beer. Gets the case of beer. I'm thinking, okay, damn, we got the beer. Finally, we're gonna leave. It's getting on about 1 o'clock now. I'm like, okay, you got what you know, give me my money, and let me go, right? So she's like, yeah, yeah. So I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get. I don't remember. It's so long ago that I don't remember everything she was saying to while I was in the car talking. I remember we were just chit chatting about family law. You know this person, whatever. So we get the beer, and we're getting ready to leave again. And she tells me to stop at another place. This is like a guy's house, some man, some dude, right? We stop here, and this is where I'm like, oh, I got a thought in my head that I was like, look here, I can get this beer out of my trunk of the car because I shouldn't be riding with shit anyway. I'm like, I can get this beer out of the trunk of my car and I can just put it on the ground wherever and just drive off. And like I'm thinking about that's what I should do. That's what I should do. Let me just get it in here, drop it off. And I'm thinking I'm sitting there like, man, like see, I'm not the type of person to be mean. I was like a nice type dude back then, but I'm thinking this in my head, man. I'm trying to, cause I'm supposed to be gone. You know, we didn't have cell phones at this time. I didn't have one. You know, it was just wherever the hell I was I at, and nobody knew. So my cousins and them, you know, they expected me to come. They called me like 10, 9, 10, by 9 o'clock. I left by 9:30, 10 o'clock, and they're expecting me to be there. Like they said, you should be here about 10:30 or something. But no, I'm sitting out here, right? So go to this place. I'm waiting. She's sitting there. She sits about. I'm thinking she sits here for about 20, 30 minutes, almost an hour, about an hour. She's at this man's place. They just talking, chit chatting. Like I get out and sit for a minute. And like, man, I can't sit around here. So I go back and sit in the car. And that's when I had that thought, like, yeah, man, I need to just take this beer out of this trunk and go. And then she finally gets out. And now I'm thinking, please, I need to leave. I do not want to be around you no more. Like I'm not saying it in my head. I'm saying it in my head, but I got to look like if anybody know me, I can be mad as hell, but you never know it. So I'm this okay, whatever. I get she gets back in the car, and guess what? She tells me, okay, go here to another spot. And we get to this place, and it's like 5, 6 other dudes. I think it was a female there with a dude, and she left. But they all just have this just sitting around drinking, talking, playing, whatever. I don't know these guys. So before we get in there, she's like, they tell them you my brother. I think she told the other guy the same thing too. Like, yeah, tell him you're my brother. So she tell me everything to say. Just tell these dudes you're my brother and everything. La 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 la. So I'm sitting there. I'm not saying a word, but she's in there just talking it up, chit chat with these dudes and all that. She's like asking me stuff, and I'm kind of scared to like, damn, what if they don't know it from your brother? Like, what if you like, what if they find out I don't know this girl and like, oh, who the hell you trying to rob or something? I don't know. I see, I'm thinking in my head like, damn. So I'm just saying, what's his name? She your brother? Yeah, 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 my brother. Where you? I'm from out of town and stuff. Like she telling me what to say. Like telling me, she kind of starts talking a little bit. Like, yeah, he from out of town. He came blah, blah, blah. And I'm just going along with it, man. Cause I don't know what's going on. I mean, these dudes, they don't, these like some old school type guy. They probably in their 40s, 30s, mid 30s and 40s at this time. But still, I don't know these. And so we just talking and talking. And then one of them started talking about like the school. Like, I think I said I went to Chopper Hill. So I think, I didn't say I was from out of town, but I said I moved out of town. I think he said like I moved out of town, but I used to stay in the city area or something like that. So but I was like, yeah, I went to Chopper Hill. That was the school I did go to. So one dude was talking about, oh, you know this guy. Like, yeah, I know that guy. So we started talking a little bit. I kind of felt a little bit better because this dude, he kind of knew some people I knew. So okay, he knew some people from Chapel Hill that I know. So okay, but I'm still like, I don't want them to know. I don't want nothing to fly. 'Cause I don't want this chick. I don't know what the hell this chick's intention is. And so we've been sitting here. It's getting dark now, y'all. It's like 5 o'clock at this time. Two, three, four, five. I've been here I've been with this chick all day, and it's getting late, 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 late. It's getting like, I think at this time it started getting dark around 6 or 7, and so she, and plus mind, she never paid me no damn money. She's drinking all this beer. She drunk. She just drunk. She just doing all kind of crazy stuff, and she just falls laid out sleep on the couch. And like these dudes, they like, man. She wait, yo. I'm thinking, I'm at this point, man. I don't know what the hell to do, man. I'm like, man, I have to just make a move and get out of here. So the guy that was talking to me about the school, like people I knew from school, he finally was like, "Hey man, I know you want to go, man. Still, I'll take her home. You can go." So yeah, just bring that beer out of your car and bring it in here. Like, all right, and we'll let you know when she go. Like, I don't give a damn what happens to her. I give this dude the beer and I just burn it out there. I'm pissed off because my whole day has been messed up. I've wasted my whole day texting around this chick for no money, and she just needed to go to get to that house to lay up and get drunk, and this this what drunks do: get drunk and do nothing. So I'm pissed off about that. I'm driving home. I'm still going to my cousin's house, so I finally get there. My cousin's like, man, what the hell you been? Man, everybody looking for you, man. My cousin, my other cousins on my dad's side was looking for me. They because like I said, you don't got no cell phones. So people was looking for me. People don't know where the hell I'm at. I'm with my get on my cousin like, yeah, man, you might want to go home. Or someone called him. So I called my mom. And like, where you been? My mom, y'all, none of y'all know. If y'all listen, y'all do know my mom. Y'all heard her voice when she yells. Like, yeah, where you been? Get back to this house. And so I'm like, damn, I'm in for it now. So I get to my cousin's house. When I said I only got there, I was only there for like 30 minutes. But should have been there. I should have been there, and would have been like at the time I got there when it was like 6 or 7, it dark. I probably would have been leaving around that time a little bit earlier because we would have whatever we did. But I'm mess like, well, dang, I'm finna go over here. My mom get to me. I tell her everything that happened. This lady had me driving her around, and I don't know who she was. Like, what lady? You didn't know, and they just tell like, man, you should be doing. People crazy. My dad asked who this lady. Like, I think her name was. She said her name was like Von Seal or something like that. I said her name, and my dad instantly like, oh, that's who is she? I'm gonna get her ass. Like, he cussing, he mad. Like, he knew exactly. He knew she was about. She was about some on that BS pretty much, and so I'm like, man. wasted my whole day. I was pretty much technically kidnapped. So yeah, that was the story time for how I was kidnapped and pretty much just like that's when after that day I never pick up people to flag me down. I hated I would just never pick up people or nothing. But years later, I did end up having a crazy story. Now I'll tell y'all. Y'all want to hear about that one? I dude I took that I had to take home. I didn't have to, but I ended up taking home from a bar. Like not taking home, not like that, but giving him a ride to his where he was stayed at, and I thought he was trying to rob me. I want to hear that story. Drop a like. Give me 10 likes or something. But yeah, man, that's the first story. I never saw that lady again. I never will. Don't want to. I wouldn't even remember how she looked if I looked at her. Saw her now, but yeah.